I'm not sure if you heard me because I forgot to put myself in the stream. 351, thank you for coming in. Welcome to the stream. I'm forgetting all kinds of stuff and I forgot to kill the sound on my phone. Sorry about that. Ernie's in the blind and he will be in just a moment. We're doing a little bit late live today, but that's okay because we have Mr. John Oler down here today and we really enjoy this company. Hello, Kelly. Thank you for coming in. Fish in the Dot, thank you for coming in. Welcome to the chat. Ernie decided to do a late live, so he wasn't going to, but then he decided to after John left, so. Now that I've warmed up, I feel better. It was pretty cold out there. I've always been easy to get cold, but with these blood thinners, just let me say, I got cold much faster. Kimberly, hopefully soon that you can come down or we can all get together and go somewhere and fish or something. We sure missed you today when John came. We did enjoy his company though. It was pretty funny watching him sled on behind a four-wheeler. That was pretty funny. I still haven't got to rewatch the live, but I will. Ernie and John watched it together though before he left. And I do have some clips that I'll be putting on later. Trying to figure out how to do that because they're on my phone and not Ernie's. Hello, Gray Wolf. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming in. Kentucky Redneck Outdoors. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming in. Okay, we appreciate you coming in, Kentucky Redneck. No, I did not get on the sled that John did. It's too cold for me, Gray Wolf. Besides, it's been kind of hard to hold on to the sled and hold on to an oxygen tank, so I think I'll take the back seat on that one. I have a really good excuse for not getting on a sled. Coming up. There you go, Ernie. There's your link. You should be set up now. Annette, hello. Thank you for coming in. Ernie's in the blind, and I'm waiting on him to click the link now to come up. Yes, I'm warm now, Kimberly. I feel a lot better now that I've warmed up. Actually, I just now took off my hoodie, so I did keep it on until just now. I might have to take these clips on my phone and put them on a little card and put them in Ernie's computer so he can upload them to his YouTube. Hello, Boo Rocka. Thank you for coming in. There he comes. I don't know if he's having trouble or what. Shows him there, but it don't show him on here. I'm doing okay, Boo Rocka. Thanks for asking. How are you today? Hi, Annette. Thank you for coming in. Ernie, are you having trouble? Hello, Camden. Thank you for coming in. Ernie must be having trouble. It showed him come up in the basement, but he never did pop on screen, so. Hey, it's pretty cold here today too, Boo Rocka. It was 20 degrees when we was outside, but the wind chill was 11, so that's pretty cold. It's no wonder I got cold so fast. But it was worth being out there for those few minutes. We weren't out there long. Hello, John. Thanks for dropping in while you're driving home. You be careful. And we really enjoyed meeting you. We had a good time today. It was so funny. I truly enjoyed it. I don't know if Ernie's restarting his phone or. Oh, there he is.
Having problems with the phone heater. I ain't got no heater out here tonight. Need a new phone on call for.
Oh, it went completely out on you?
Yep.
Shoot.
I can put one in.
You can always take the heater out of the bedroom and put it out there the next time. I mean, you ain't got long tonight anyway. I'll check on. I didn't check it yet, but I'll check it right now. You're time to get out.
It's all right.
It'll be 6:18 tonight.
Okay.
We have Annette in here in Camden, Boo Rocka,
Hey, everybody. Appreciate you coming in.
John Euler, Kimberly. Grey Wolf, Kentucky Redneck Outdoors, 351, Fishing the Dot. Just to give Ernie an update on who all's in here.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in. It's going to be cold out here tonight.
Oh, that's not good, Boo Rocka. You have to go back and watch the replay of it. Ernie and John watched the replay. They had really good, clear picture and stuff on it. So
It was a good picture. It had some buffering in it.
They said it had a little bit of buffering. I think it's because of our connection. You know, we live in the country and there's no service out here. So we were on the Wi-Fi, and the safest place to do it was in the neighbor's yard right next door because it was the most open. And we didn't want to really have any way to, you know, get nobody hurt or nobody get injured. So that's where we chose to do it. And I said as close to the house as I could with the camera. So I think the only way we could do any better is put the Wi-Fi outside, set the Wi-Fi box outside so we can get a clearer picture. And that was just a lot of work. Yeah, I think John will probably be sore tomorrow. He took a couple of pretty good wipeouts out there.
I'm gonna go quiet.
Okay. That one really scared me there for a minute when he went off at the pine tree and he just laid there for a second. I thought, oh no, he's gotten hurt. He didn't. He got up and moved and still gave Ernie the okay to go. So
Yeah, John, it was great meeting you, buddy, for sure. Only reason I'm out here doing this for John, he wants to check something out. Going quiet.
yeah, I know Kimberly when he was walking up through there. That's the reason I told her to get close to the camera because it looks so funny. The only thing I could think of, remember the cartoon, the Christmas cartoon that we watched that had the old man in it who did he did all the talking in Frosty the Snowman, I believe. And his eyebrows were white as snow and it looked like they had ice on them when he would talk and stuff. It was pretty funny. That's who I was thinking of when I saw that. Of course, I could be thinking of the wrong Christmas cartoon, but I don't know. It's been too many years to even try to think of which one it was. Yeah, Boo Rocker, you're right. That's good country fun. You know, you don't see people getting pulled around on four-wheelers in the city. They still sled ride up there, but you know they don't get the four-wheelers out, and they don't get to have that kind of fun. So. That's a pretty good picture, Kimberly. Yep, that's pretty good. You did good getting that picture. We used to get out there with the kids, man, and I'm telling you what, we'd be out there off and on all day long in the snow like this, sledding and just having fun. And I miss it. You will. You will, Boo Rocka. It just takes time. My grandkids love getting pulled by four-wheeler on the sleds. Hello, off the res. Thanks for coming in. We got a little bit late start today, but that's okay. The deer don't normally come in until right at the last minute before sunset anyway. That's a good picture, Kimberly. I just looked at it. It's really good. You did a good job on it. Yeah, that's exactly what you look like a bearded snowman. You had snow all over you, though, not just on your beard and stuff. It was all over you. Ernie, you want me to have him unhook the tank in the bedroom and hand that heater out to you? Yeah, he does. He's got a crossbow out there he hunts with. Bluegrass State of Mind. Thanks for coming in. Hunting can be fun. Uh, it's also good for having your own meat too and knowing what you're eating. That's how we look at it. You know, when we eat deer, we pretty much know what they're eating, uh, especially out here in the country. Um, it's not, what they're telling you they're feeding them or all the antibiotics that they give them and the junk that they fill them full of that you're eating from the store. That's the reason we do it. It's a cleaner meat. Thank you, Kimberly, for posting the links. Yeah, the cat's out there again. I don't know if that's the black one. Or if it's the other one. Oh, so that's a tiger, uh, a female tiger cat. She's eating acorn stuff. That's not good. Where do you live, Baraka? Even the cat likes it, John. Is she rolling in it? Have the whole herd down here.
Okay, give her some.
RJ. Oh, that's a pretty nice trip up there. And she's out there trying to eat that stuff that they put out there. The acorn stuff.
Oh. Good one. Yeah.
And Sebastian saw him take out food to Miss Kitty, so then he needed to go out too. So you know what's going to be happening now. Hello, Alvin. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's pretty cold out there. He may not stay out long today. Mr. Duggar, hello. We had 680 pictures last night. So we're hoping that one will come in. And with it being so cold, they should be looking for feed for sure. And moving. They just, I don't think they'll be laying around too much as cold as it is right now. Still on the deer, Mr. Duggar. We're hoping that they come in today, though. No, go. No. Stop. Stop. I know, Mr. Duggar, and I sure wish we had them. I know Alvin at that one point when he landed right next to that pine tree, I thought for sure he hit it. Good thing with pine trees is you got a way to go before you hit the trunk of it. You got a lot of limbs there. I'm not saying that those limbs don't hurt, because they do. No. Dog's being full of mischief right now. Just like a kid on Christmas morning out there on that snow. Already? That may be a good sign, John. Hopefully they're moving down here like that. Oh, nice. Hi, Mike Urban. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, John, I always look for them right through there. I'm surprised you didn't see any in those fields before you got there. Like between Circleville and South Bloomfield, man, those fields are usually loaded. And then after you get past South Bloomfield, those fields between there and the casino, they're usually full too. Looks like you got your night cut out for you, Kimberly. John said he's putting them on the inner tube. Oh yeah, you got your hands cut out if you got off work. You got your night cut out for you. I keep both of mine, and they're a handful sometimes. I mean, I enjoy it though. I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. John's trying to have some more fun when he gets home with the inner tube. Yeah, they do. I'm usually pretty tired when they go home. Well, that could be a good video. I've played dress up with my grandkids. They're both boys, so we get in costumes and play robbers, police and robbers is what he calls it. Sometimes he'll be the police and sometimes he'll be the robber. It just depends. We have Ninja Turtle things that we tie on our head, and we just do all kinds of stuff with I do with the boys. We was down at the park a couple years ago. We were hiding behind trees and we had sticks that looked like guns, and people was going by looking at me like I done lost my mind. And I don't care what they think though. I just make a memory with the baby. That's all that matters to me. Oh no, Kimberly, I'm sorry to hear that. Clayton, hello. Welcome to the chat. It's hard to believe that they're calling for 50 degrees on Tuesday. That means that all of this is going to melt at once. Me too, Kimberly. Me too. I'm ready for some fresh tenderloin. They're showing up, Clayton, but he hasn't gotten any. They're showing up at the wrong times. There was another 640 pictures, or 680, I can't remember now, on the card last night, and I haven't even went all the way through it. I'm partially through it right now. And right now it was, there was 3 does that come in. The rest of them was all bucks last night. He just needs to step out in the daylight and he's done. Oh, I'm sure, Kimberly, you'll probably never stop missing him. Never. I can't even imagine. I mean, I missed my mom something horrible. She's been gone 11 years and I still miss her bad. So, I mean, and your kids is a whole different love, and your grandkids. So I would think that's another type of missing that you'll never ever, they'll never ever leave you. You just learn to live with it. Yeah, Ernie, it's probably pretty cold out there. I'm sure it ain't warmed up now. It's probably gotten colder since we came in. We're down to 18. Says it feels like 12. All right, Clayton, thanks for coming in. She's got her toy. She's over there on the couch rolling around on top of it. Hello, Abby. Thanks for coming in. Oh no. Did that happen where John's at, Kimberly? Oh, that's not good. Stop. No. 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 Go lay down. Hello, Solo. Thanks for coming in. Give me just a moment. I'm going to turn my cam off for just a second and my mic. I'll be right back. Okay. Hello, Chucky. Thank you for coming in. Hello, Carmel. Thanks for coming in. Welcome to the chat. Did he say where that wreck was, Kimberly? Well, that's really sad. I did say a prayer for him, and I guess I could have done that on screen. I mean, I don't know why I felt the need to turn off the cam and stuff. Really hope they'll be okay and it's not. But you know, when there's an ejection from a vehicle, it's always bad. I have a brother and sister that live up there, and my brother and his kids, and then I have a son that also lives up that way with his family. Oh my goodness. And people go so fast anymore that you just, and their mind is everywhere but in the car sometimes, where it needs to be. Thanks. Y'all were right there at Rice Mill Road in 23, right before you get to 270. That light's a death trap too. I remember when there wasn't any light there though. And now they put that light in, and I think more people get killed with that light there than they did. Because everybody tries to beat the light. That's probably what you're referring to, isn't it, Kimberly? That new light that, or well, it's not a new light anymore. It's there at Rath Mill Road in 23. Oh my goodness. Andy A, hello. Welcome to the chat. Timelina, hello. How are you? We're just sitting here waiting for Ernie to get a deer and waiting to hear from John Euler. He said there was a bad wreck up there where he's at. 2 people were ejected, so we're just waiting to see what happened. And hoping Ernie gets the deer in the meantime. Down to about 10 minutes. Okay, Tim. Hello, mechanic. Not yet. Yeah, it's pretty cold here too, mechanic. We're down to 17, and our low looks like it's going to be about 11 tonight. We have a wind chill right now of 12. And his heater has completely quit in the blind, so he is out there in the cold. And the last I heard, he was pretty cold and he wasn't chatting because his fingers was pretty cold and he was trying to keep his skin warm. So it was a police officer, Kimberly. Okay, so they weren't ejected then. Ernie Solo wants to know if you're okay. He said, if you're okay, could you please wave in front of the camera at least to know that you're okay? Oh, wow. Ernie, can you hear me? Can you wave in front of the camera? I think I just seen you moving around.
I'm done. It's time anyway.
Yeah, well, you have 5 minutes, but if you're done, you're done. I mean, it's pretty cold out there. I see steam coming out every time you open your mouth.
I can't hardly move.
Well, you want RJ at the back door?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, thank God that John was there to help him. And thankfully, no one was ejected. No one else stopped but John. Isn't that sad? You would think more people would stop than that. I just hope when some of the people are laying out there, somebody's good enough to stop for them too. Because if the same kind of people are going down the road and there's no John in the bunch, guess what? They'll just keep going. That's the sad reality. I would try to help anybody I could. I'll throw the link up that way if anybody wants to come up, they can. So they did catch the person they were after. That's good. I wonder if they'll bring more charges against them though, since the cop was injured in the pursuit of trying to catch him. Hey, John. There you go. We can't hear you for some reason. No sound. Kimberly says, take it off of the truck speaker. There you go. I mean, it's low, but I can hear you some.
Can you hear me, Chris? Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit. I'll try to put it back up there. That way you don't have to scroll back to try to find it while he's driving. It blocked your audio again? So, Kimberly, when he got here today, for some reason his cam and his sound were all blocked. So he had to unblock them so he could use his phone today. Now it's blocked his audio again for some reason. Yeah, it was weird. Now try it. Nothing.
That ain't nothing.
Always cold.
Doing this. Relief.
Oh yeah, that's cold.
I sweated out in here while I went out there, wasn't it good?
Right.
You're all right, just let's go on getting heat. I got the fireplace going.
Yeah, just think if he wasn't there at that time.
Go.
Your audio's coming and going,
Who's that, John?
John.
Well, if I had Jane out there with me in the daggone deer blind, I'd probably have been able to stay warm. Lost him.
Hello, Van. Thank you for coming in.
You know.
Kimberly said tell you to take a hot bath.
I got the heater going full
Quit.
blast in the bedroom and I'm gonna cover up, but I gotta get some hot food in there. I ain't had dinner yet. I might not eat nothing, I might just go to bed. The way I was keeping my face warm and stuff was pulling my jacket around and breathing into it. And me sweating didn't help much. Go.
Oh.
Go.
She hit me right in the back with her claws.
Go. You're about to get in trouble. Get out. Get off. Get out. You don't have to mind. You want me to rub your back right now?
No, your hands are like ice. Get away. Don't touch me.
But I love you. I just want to share.
Yeah, it was like that inside the house today, Van. He got here and went to set his phone up for the video, and it kept telling him that his camera and his mic was blocked. So I had to go in on his browser settings and unblock it. And it said blocked on there.
I got it.
And all I did was turn off the block
Go.
to where he was allowed to use it. And then I know what he's done when it popped up, when he went in the video and it popped it up, instead of hitting allow for the cam and the mic, he's exited out instead of hitting allow.
Hey, dude. Fix me about 10 nuggets in a microwave. Where you bless me? I can't eat them hot.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the dog.
What?
She's jumping around and being crazy. Ernie gets her stirred up.
Oh, I didn't do nothing to her. I just walked in.
You got to go into your browser settings, John. Go to your apps. Show all apps. Go down to Chrome. Click on Chrome. And go into the settings for Chrome. And then go down to microphone. And when it comes up, you'll have to uncheck the... or click on the one where it says mic blocked and clear it. That way when you go live or go back into your cams, try to use your cam again, then it'll ask you, do you allow it? And you have to allow it, or it won't let you use it. It'll block it out every time.
What did you do, mess this one up?
Van said get a red Sharpie, John. He was an ice snowman today.
Yeah, on the log out.
So after I fixed John's phone, I looked at him and I said, now you know why Ernie keeps me here. Because it definitely ain't for food right now, because, you know, we're on a diet and Ernie complains about everything. And he says he's starving, but he's not. John can tell you he saw Ernie. He's not starving.
My belly don't nut my backbone.
How are you, Van? Oh. Van, if you want to come up with me, you can. Oh, you're still out? Oh my goodness, you're working the weekend. Hey, gotta pay them bills though. That's what I always say when I work the weekend. Gotta pay them bills. Boy, oh. And then I unhit him, so. There we go. We did. We all hit it at the same time. Yeah, how is Sandy? I will. Kimberly said she's not talking about that potato salad she's making. That was mean, wasn't it? He said he don't care. He's just going to throw it out the window and the problem will be solved. So I take it you didn't find it, John? Oh, not good. Kimberly, you see that? Hey, J Fox, welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming in.
I could go to heat off that hitting me in the face. I'm so cold. I can actually pull the heat off that plate hitting me in the face.
I was pretty upset with Ernie the other day while he was gone. I threatened to take a hammer to his phone when he got back. Luckily, by the time he got back, I calmed down some because I got a pretty bad temper. I tell him all the time when he comes in from the blind, he needs to take his phone off of Do Not Disturb. That's what his phone is for. If I need to get a hold of him for some reason, what if it was an emergency?
When I'm getting ready, when I go out Broadway, I don't think it's good.
So he really needs to take it off of Do Not Disturb when he gets out of the blind. The way I look at that, look at the time wasted that he came all the way back to the house. What if we were on our way to the hospital in a squad? He came all the way back to the house, and if he'd have listened to his phone or heard his phone ringing, he would have knew that. So I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying, it could happen. Did you see what Kimberly said? She said that means do it right now, Ernie.
You know what? I don't think it's on there. All the time I was out there.
He says he thinks he forgot to put it back on there now, Kimberly.
Yeah, it ain't on there.
He said it ain't on there. But you didn't hear my message when I sent it?
No.
Whoop. I about unhid them just as quick as they were hidden. I caught it just in time. I'll just let you get them, Kimberly. How's that?
Something went wrong. Please ensure you're connected to good enough. If you're
Yeah, thingamajig, whatchamacallit. And he's in there shaking his head about something.
Microwave sucks.
Oh, he said microwave sucks. And it does. Van.
It's in my Bluetooth. It won't hook to my Bluetooth.
Ain't that crazy? That's what you buy them for, right?
That's what I just went through. I got kicked Chrome off. I don't know what the hell I've asked them. I've even got a hold of StreamYard. They're like, well, we don't support the Google thing, so I had to put Chromecast on there. It don't change nothing. So
So that didn't help either. That did not help your problem at all.
But I heard Sandy's doing all right.
Is she at least feeling better?
Yeah, she's going back to work Monday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear.
She was knitting a hat for the new grandbaby earlier when I talked to her.
Yeah. Yeah, John Oler, that's what I thought, that you had your Bluetooth on last night at your house. Yeah, Kimberly, I still haven't really made up my mind. Most likely it's going to be the cheesecake because I didn't go to the store to get the stuff to do the other one. I want to do single cheesecakes though, and just make one for each person because I don't want to have all that extra on hand.
I don't want none.
And Ernie says he don't want none. He don't even want to try it.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't understand, John, because my Bluetooth, and I can hook my Bluetooth to my tablet and it'll work fine. But
Right.
I got to go through there. That's what I'm gonna hopefully do tomorrow. Is go through some of that stuff, figure out what went wrong with it.
You just have to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
All that table feels so good. Man, I miss you.
You tell me you miss me again?
That's what he said.
Quit shooting and you won't miss.
He said, quit shooting and you won't miss.
You ain't better know dear one.
Hello, Magdalene. Ernie's in there at the table eating some dinner. He just got out of the deer blind.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Solo, I think it'll work. Just make sure you tell them that you bought. I mean, they'll know that you bought it. Our church has been closed for the last 2 weeks. I have to message and see if we're having church in the morning. Because everybody was sick there for a while. Hello, J Dog. Thanks for coming in. How are you doing this evening? Ernie came in from the deer blind. He did not get a deer this evening. He's in there eating. Hello, LG Bass. Thank you for coming in. J Dog, I can tell you what didn't go down. The deer.
I can't believe that cat was eating that acorn stuff.
I know. I know, that was crazy. She's out there trying to eat that stuff. So that you're at your last stop, Van?
Yeah, I'm picking up the lad. Picking this trailer up, take it up there to Hebron.
Yeah.
And Bob tell my happy butt back home.
I'm doing okay, J Dog. How are y'all doing?
I put John down. Oh,
I see it now, J Dog. Sorry about that. John did wipe out a few times, didn't he, Kimberly?
like we're out of the way, boys. Put you on the water.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I still have to go back and watch it though. You died laughing and I caught my breath. I was thinking he was going to hit him. And then he just laid there after he came off, and that did scare me a little bit. I thought he got hurt for a second. He'll probably be sore in the morning, though. J Dog said, Van, I miss you.
What?
J Dog said, Van, I miss you.
What? Which I'll tell you like I told her to quit shooting at me and you won't miss me.
Just don't fall asleep, John, whatever you do now that you got warm and cozy. Well, you've not been in the house long. You went straight to the blind after he left. Yeah, I'll have to check that out, Kimberly, and see if it is. No, I'm sure it didn't, Ernie. I'm sure you were cold. I was cold out there, and I wasn't wet. Didn't take me long to start teeth start chattering. I was pretty cold. Oh, there went Van. Hmm?
He was moving it, and it just went out.
Oh no. 616 on what?
Um,
I did. You're right, Solo. It's not. And it can be dangerous. But I told him when he said his heater wasn't working out there, I told him I could send out the heater out of the bedroom out there to him. Same fuel.
so, let's see. Yeah.
When Ernie says it's cold outside, it's cold outside.
$14.99. Must be run to sell Tractor Supply Company.
Abbott said, how did you get wet outside?
Just where I had that thermals on and stuff, and I come in here and got hot.
Well, we were out there doing a video of John being pulled on a tube by the four-wheeler, and Ernie had thermals and everything on, probably had his bibs on,
Yeah.
and then he came in here and we sat in here for a little bit to warm up.
No, I didn't have my bibs on.
Oh, he didn't have his bibs
I
on.
got cold out
Anyway.
there, so we went from here.
He got cold out there while he was running the four-wheeler, and then when he came in here and he started getting warm, he started sweating. And then he decided to go out and get in the blind, so he was still kind of sweaty when he went out there.
I got put my thermals on, my bibs on, I sit in here and got my coffee.
So yeah, that's how he ended up getting wet. He sweats real easy.
No, I still get those things,
Do you see John?
Huh?
Do you see John? There's the link if anyone would want to come up. Did you see what John said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
That part might not work. I'll have to. Probably do it in this either.
Have a blessed night, Solo at work. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you. I can't wait to get together with you and Kimberly and go do some fishing or something. That'll be awesome. And of course, for me to go fishing, it's got to warm up because I can't handle these temperatures. Well, I don't blame you there, Kimberly, because that's really good eating. And they're healthy for you, too. I'll be right back.
Hey, she had to take a breathing treatment. Thanks where she'd been out in that cold. All right, Kimberly, take care. Appreciate you coming in, girl. Doggone shame you didn't make it down today, but I understand. Hey, old mechanic. How's it going, bud? Seen you was on there doing a tire repair. Was wanting to come in, but John was down and had to try to get the deer blind tonight and see if I could do anything, but didn't work out. That's okay. Always got 'em later. All right, John, just be careful. That's probably Kimberly. Poor dog. Yeah, being out in the woods and stuff there, you do have some problems to run into once in a while. Hey, Gigability. How you doing? I'll tell you what, I didn't think that heater made so much difference, but it is 17 out there. I mean, got a little light breeze blow through the big window and everything. That little breeze will tear you up. I'll get in here and tear it apart in the morning sometime and see if I can't find a match on the thermocoupler. Last time I checked for the old one I had, they was talking $35, $40. For another $35, $40, I can buy a new one. And if I wanted to get a bigger one, another $100, I'd buy like the one I got now. Stuff is made so cheap anymore, you can't really fix it. You have to buy new parts, and then they want half the price for the parts that you can buy a new one. If I knowed I could weld a tip on that old thermocoupler, I'd put it back together. Somebody wants in. He even says it's cold out there. He said them girl cats ain't worth messing with tonight. Yeah, that's Chrissy making the noise, Gigability. I buy her toys once in a while. She chews on them. No, that's Toots. That's the year-old puppy we got. She likes that pig. It makes terrible sound, but she plays with it. She's in there taking her breathing treatment. I know one thing, if she ever boots me out, I can always go out there and help old mechanic on the farm there. He's got a couple of buildings out there. I'm sure the dog wouldn't mind. I've seen that little pet you got there, Gig. He's pretty quick. mean, there'd probably be deer meat out there on the fire there, mechanic, every evening. I mean, you couldn't go hungry as many deer as you said's out there. You get a ranch hand and a deer slayer at the same time. Oh, see, to aggravate me, the only thing she has to do is put them stupid things on that phone and lay it down, because she's got so many notifications and everything on that, it goes off every 5 minutes. But yeah, she would do something like that. That's why I wanted to build a building out there. Like I was telling John, build a little small building, enough for 2 people to sit in, have a little coffee pot out there or something, or just even take the thermoses out there and set them on the table and have a small window to shoot out of, and go out a couple hours prior and turn the heat on. It should stay nice and warm in there, you know. Yeah, if anybody ever tells you that little potty pigs, you could slaughter them and everything, don't believe them. My buddy had one. He got real big, and he was kind of depressed when he cleaned it and everything. He got one little chunk of meat that was actually lean. The rest of it had so much fat, he said you couldn't eat it. I think he got like 2 bags of pork rinds. I mean, he said it really wasn't worth his time. But they are neat pets to have. I wish they'd come over here and get these coyotes out of Ohio. My goodness, man, they're everywhere. One lady showed a video, well, a pic off a cam, that one of them had a baby deer in its mouth, packing it back to the pack. That big pig we raised, nobody could do anything with it but me. She'd get out. I was on my way hunting. I had to come all the way back home, 30-minute ride, just to put her in the pen. And I pulled down in front of the house there on the main road. And she said she looked up and grunted a couple times. I get out, walk down there and call her name. She come running down the hill, and I scratch her on her head. She fall over on her side, want me to scratch her belly and all that. I just took some feed, said, come on, girl. Walked back up the hill. She went in there like she knowed what I was wanting anyway. She went in there. But now she can be stubborn too. Yep. I had a baby deer. I was on my way to work and seen it in the ditch out on Snorton Ridge. We was going to do some remodeling that morning, and I hit the brakes, almost put my buddy into the windshield. I backed up. I said, is that what I think it is? He said, yeah. So I put the truck in park and shut it off, turned my flashers on, got out. We just passed the farmhouse. Oh, I'm probably wasn't 400 feet away. They had 2 big German Shepherd dogs, and we stood around there for a few minutes, because usually a mama deer will come back and try to get you to follow her and leave the baby alone. And we was there probably 15, 20 minutes. We didn't hear nothing. No sounds, no nothing. So we told my buddy, I said, put him in the front seat of the truck. He said, that stuff won't come off your seats. I said, yeah, well, it'll wash off. I took my jacket off. It was chilly that morning. I threw it on the truck, put him in there, and he went to work with me that morning. And somebody had the heat off over here, so our drywall mud didn't dry. So we come back home and pulled in and asked Chrissy. I said, come out here and tell me if you want this thing or not. She got up to the passenger door and looked in. She said, oh, a baby deer. That little feller got big. Well, you did. But anyway, she got him to eat and stuff. We used K-roll syrup, eggs. She got him to take the bottle, and then we went from that to some deer food. Of course, the milk I got him, finally got him on. They wouldn't tell me exactly what to give him at the pet store. She said, you'll just have to come in and check it out. But the lady showed me the milk products she had there. She kicked it and said, we got that and these other ones. And the one she kicked is the one she wanted me to grab. It was Unimilk. So anything it takes milk as a baby, you can use it on. So I grabbed a bag of that, and he ended up on corn and stuff. I had to build him a lot because he started snapping his head and running through the house. That's little. Quit. What's that? Oh, yeah. Wonder why. Get that thing out of here, knucklehead. You just like old mechanic's dog. No. You can smack her chops and she thinks you're playing with her. This dog's tough as nails. What? No. 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 She hangs to me everywhere I go. It ain't my dog. It's Chrissy's dog. When she was at work, I did the feeding to her and everything. And I guess she took whoop to me. We'd sit and watch TV. She'd lay there and she'd think the people on the TV was talking to her, I guess. She'll lay there and just watch it. She gets into action movies. Guns going off and everything. I was sitting there playing an Xbox game one day. She was watching it. I told Chris, I said, come in here. I think she got a video of that. I was sitting there playing. I looked at her. I said, a pretty good game, ain't she? Ooh. Like she's trying to talk. But she knows what the word bacon is, don't you? Quit. You're going to knock us off. Stop. Go. We got 12 great people in here tonight. I'm shocked. I don't know if John's still okay or not out there on the road. Go. bot in here. Whoa. We'll get rid of him. The way this thing's set up, I can't see what else it says under here. Hey, Eddie Gross, thanks for coming in, buddy. I was out in the blind for a little bit. My heater ain't working. I went out there and tried to turn it on. The thermocoupler went out. I sat there as long as I could, 5 minutes to end time for me. I just come on in. It wasn't no sense sitting out there freezing. Who? I don't know. YouTube's playing crazy stuff again. When YouTube don't mess with you. Maybe I'll get some things located and get that heater fixed. I'll be back at it tomorrow. And since that's up there, I can see what it said. I go to put it block. It says an error occurred. Try refreshing the page. Oh, you did? Oh, I know what it is now. Well, I can't see none of that because I ain't got YouTube pulled up. I'm just straight on StreamYard. Oh, mechanic, if you go out in the morning, buddy, you be sure to keep warm, bud. Yeah, this cold weather ain't nothing to play with for sure. At one time, 17 degrees ain't nothing. I laid out and worked in cars and underneath cars and stuff. That might be what's wrong with me now. But for his hunting, it didn't matter. I was out there. I was in the blind one even and shot one. Give him a little while to calm down and go where he needed to go. And then I went out there and went to track, and we was all over the place, snow deep. It hit the hill and went around the hill. We went around through there. It wasn't bad when I was in the blind. When I walked out and everything, it was down single digits, and I didn't even know it. But we was out there for a couple hours anyway. Couldn't find him. That was the first one that ever happened. The second one was this year. Yeah, ain't they real nice? They're Golden Mechanic. One Only thing golden I've seen about them, what they're talking about, is when you drink too much coffee and you go to the bathroom. That's the only gold you'll ever see. Oh, I've sat out there a couple of nights messing around with coyotes, see if any of them would come in. Just sat out there. I've been out there sometimes 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Central Valley, how you doing, buddy? Sometimes they come in gig, sometimes they don't. I mean, they're totally doing their thing this year. I mean, they're all the does. They act like they're scared when they come in. I can't figure it out. But yeah, John was supposed to do some calling down here, but we got tied up with the other thing. Maybe next time he can get down here earlier, we'll do a little calling somewhere when he has a little more time. Like check that caller out and see if we can actually call something in. We definitely need to get rid of some coyotes, bobcats. I don't even think I've seen very many foxes this past year. It's here and there, nothing major. I mean, animal rights people was kicking on the furs and everything, so most of the guys quit hunting. And we got more coon here and you shake a stick at. I think it was last year before last, I had like 4 or 5 of them out there in the corn pile. I mean, I could have put them in the freezer and fried them up or something, but just didn't really want to mess with it. I was more into getting a deer, and I didn't want to pull no trigger on a gun and spook all them deer deeper into the woods or away from here in the evening. And the guys I used to hunt with, there wasn't much we didn't hunt. We hunted everything from ground squirrels, coon, deer, whatever was out there, we give it a try. But I was raising a gun in one hand, a fishing pole in the other, and it kind of, I guess you could say, it kept me out of trouble. I didn't do what the other guys did. I kind of stayed around the house and hunt, fish, and visit with my buddy's grandma and grandpa that lived across the street up there when I lived in Columbus. I learned more by hanging around grandma and grandpa. About time she went in there and laid down, got quiet. She's like a kid. She gets quiet where she's at. Well, CVA, we got guys here like that that have gotten a little bit of trouble there when they was younger. But what's their law about you using a bow. A bow is not a firearm. I know here in Ohio, you're allowed to use, you can get permission to use a bow. Oh, I look that way all the time, Tim. But right now, you want to see a big smile since I've been here with this weekend angler diet thing. You probably said any kind of little Debbie zebra cake or something in front of me, and it tickled me to death right now. I don't smile much here. But he wants a good answer for that. Why are you looking so sad? Because I ain't down there next to you fishing with you, Tim. You're the only man I ever seen catch a fish on a Cheeto. On CVA up here, like I said, some of the guys ain't allowed to have a handgun, but they can use a bow because it's a primitive weapon and it's not considered a firearm. They delivered it. I guess I'll have to get dressed. Look out! I haven't looked out on the porch. If not, it's probably sitting at Ricky's or across the road or somewhere. Yeah, as long as it ain't got a cat that fires a lead tip. I know the laws up here for what they call domestic disturbance when they come out on them nowadays. They used to give everybody warnings telling you you go your way, and all that. Nowadays they come out, somebody's going to jail. So they changed the law on that too. Better get your cord. Tim, I really don't know. It all depends on her if she wants to go. I mean, I can almost make it happen with oxygen. The motel room, we can use the concentrator in it. We can use tanks for over at CATCOM. Because we'd have to have a overnight thing here at the motel or something. Or, yep. They didn't leave it nowhere. That's good. I'm I'm glad they wasn't a white tube out there. I'd have been in trouble. Nothing, dear. We're talking about PVC pipe. Deer feeders, yeah. I'm messing with you. Don't look at me that way. Yeah, down here where I live there, we got a park right here. I mean, it's huge. And you can camp and hunt there too. Fishing ain't no good. It used to be. We've got people around here take things out, no matter what size they are, which messes with the population of the fish. When I was sneaking some nice 5, 6, 7 pounders in there, probably got caught. I would have got in trouble. But it was all clean water. Everything stayed in. I just didn't feel like cleaning them. The next day, I figured that'd be a good place to drop them down here about a mile away. They live. They can have cages open in there and everything else. Maybe help populate it up. Only thing they want to put in down there is a little 12-inch catfish, and people catch those and keep them. And fingerlings. Well, the fish that's in there is going to eat the fingerlings. And probably, if there was a big enough cat, would eat the little 12-inch cats that they put in. And the ones they do put in down there for the kids, they ain't real big, maybe pound and a half, 2 pounds, maybe at the most, if you're lucky. And then after the kids' day, they'll open it up and let them go on out into the lake, and then everybody else catches them and keeps them. That's kind of why we ain't got no good fishing around here. But now, at one time, Central Valley, you come up here, you tell me what you're wanting to hunt, I can tell you where to go, what to use, and all that. I could have made money being a guide service here. We got very few grouse left around. Hardly any pheasants. If you see one of those, they're almost extinct. Rabbits around the house here, there used to be 10 or 15 of them in the front yard every day. I was going to show John that moss in this fish tank, see if he wanted to take some home if he needed it. It'd be great for setting up a bluegill tank or something or minnows. Keeps the water clean. Was going to send Abbott something, he said you don't use stuff like that. I think I'll get set up again and start fox hunting again and do a coyote hunting. They put a bounty on them. worth messing with, I'd almost go out and do it. But the way gas prices are, it'd have to be a pretty good bounty. One day I want to get down there and fish with LG Bass and Aaron out there on the dock. See if I can't pick up some good tips off the Tom there. Seems like he burns them fish up off that dock. Yeah, if anybody wants to do any hunting in Ohio, let me know and I'll help them out any way I can. Fishing too, I mean, I can show you the spots, take you to them, but I can't guarantee fish. Oh man, starting to get tired now after being out there in that cold and getting warm. I guess I'll probably shut this down and try to get everything ready to go tomorrow. Get that heater going if I can, if I can find the parts local. If not, it'll probably be about a 10-day thing. I want to shut this thing down. Appreciate everybody coming in. If it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be on here. It ain't every day, guy runs into a bunch of fine people. Like to meet everybody and fish with them anyway, at least once. And I got a few things to do for bedtime, so I'm gonna get off here. Thanks for coming in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow if things go right. Take care. God bless. Have a good evening.